Yes, sir. Screen is visible, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. 1 second, sir. A very good morning to all. I welcome you all for the 17th day of technology-based entrepreneurship development program in aquaculture, sponsored by the Department of Science and Technology, Government of India. The first session will be handled by Dr. D. Inbakandan. Sir has started his career in National Institute of Ocean Technology and currently working as a professor and heading Center for Ocean Research, Sathyabama Institute of Science and Technology, Chennai, which is established with the MOUS Earth Science and Technology Cell for Marine Biotechnology Studies, recognized by the Ministry of Earth Sciences, Government of India, and identified as the MSME TIFAC Academic Partnership Center for Aquaculture sector. He did his undergraduate in zoology and post-graduation in aquaculture. He obtained his doctorate degree in marine biology and oceanography from the Center for Advanced Studies in Marine Biology, Annamalai University. He published more than 54 research articles in peer-reviewed journals, 13 book chapters, a book, and 2 patents for his credits. He has also received the Young Scientist Research Award from the Science and Engineering Research Board, Government of India. He is being identified as one of the core investigators in the Marine Bioresource and Biotechnology Network Program by the Department of Biotechnology, Government of India. He is serving as the editorial board member of Class 1 Mitochondrial DNA Part B Resources, BMC Research Notes, guest editor for special issues in Journal of Basic Microbiology and Biomass Conversion and Biorefinery, and reviewer board member of Fishes and Proteins in Marine Sciences. As a principal investigator, he handled and is handling Department of Atomic Energy, Department of Science and Technology, BRNS and MOAS funded projects. As co-investigator in MOAS, BRNS and DBT funded projects. Mentor for ICMR SRM, referred fellows and postdoctoral fellows till date. His research areas include marine biology and ecology, fisheries and aquaculture, marine biofouling, nanobiotechnology, marine omics, coastal conservation and sustainable development, marine environmental education and awareness. With this background, once again, I welcome Dr. D. Inbakandan sir for delivering the topic of artificial intelligence in aquaculture. Hand over to you, sir.
Thank you, Thiru. Good morning, all. Today we are going to talk about the basics of how artificial intelligence is being used in aquaculture. Being a marine biologist, actually the entire talk will be focused on how the application was taken or used in aquaculture field. Before we entering into the exact topic of what is artificial intelligence as well as how it can be used in aquaculture, this is a glimpses of about artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is a set of technology that enables computer to perform a variety of advanced functions, including the ability to see, understand, and translate spoken and written language, analyze data, make recommendations, and more. It means artificial intelligence is the backbone of innovation and modern computing, unlocking value for individuals and businesses. The best example I can say as an artificial intelligence, hope you all know Alexa. So Alexa will understand, if you are talking to Alexa and we can say that, Alexa, can you play the song, means it will play. Even in developed countries or in advanced people who have every home appliance is connected with Bluetooth. Even the Bluetooth will connect it with the Alexa, and even the switches of fans and lights and can be switched on and switched off based on that command. This is the main and the supporting use of artificial intelligence and technology. Also, artificial intelligence is a field of science concerned with building computers and machines that can reason, learn, and act in such a way that would normally require human intelligence, or that involves data whose scale exceeds what human can analyze. That's what the strength of artificial intelligence. Even artificial intelligence encompasses many different disciplines like computer science, data analysis, as well as statistics, hardware and software engineering, linguistics, neuroscience, physiology, philosophy, any sciences, arts, and technologies. as well as now in aquaculture. And an operational level for business use, artificial intelligence is a set of technology that are based primarily on machine learning and deep learning used for data analysis, prediction, forecasting, object categorization, natural language processing and recommendation, intelligence data retrieval, and more. Now we know what is an artificial intelligence, and now I have to tell about what is aquaculture. Hope the past 16 days you may know what is an aquaculture, but anyway, those people joined today. I'm just going to give some basic information about aquaculture also. So the slide what we are seeing will show some of the animals like fishes, shrimps, lobsters, crabs, squids, as well as bivalves. And even we are seeing a seaweed in the center. So these animals are called as aquatic animals, and it can be raised in a controlled manner that is called as aquaculture. In the controlled manner means every species they have the unique to grow in such a water. Maybe they will grow in seawater, or they maybe grow in brackish water, or they maybe grow in fresh water. Depends upon the aquatic environment we used to raise the organisms. And all these animals have a adult form, juvenile form, a fingerling or post-larval form, or a fry or a larval form. And even we can make the artificial reproduction of these animals, and we can go as a hatchery also. So aquaculture can be divided into two technologies based on our convenience. One is hatchery technology and another one is the grow technology. In hatchery technology, as I said, we can bring the brooder and we can make it to induce or naturally spawn, and we can make the animal to spawn, and we can collect the fertilized egg, which will be developed as a fry or a larvae. This entire process will be taken care in the hatchery technology. And after the fry and larvae, they even in the grow technology, they will raise the fry and larvae to finger link to post larvae, and this post larvae or fingerling will be the seed or the input for grow ponds, which may be a land-based pond or a cage or any kind of a natural water ecosystem where we can introduce these seeds and we make the aquatic organism to grow. That will be harvested in the juvenile stage or in adult stage. It depends upon the market demand and market size. This is called as grow technology. Whatever it may be, a grow technology or a hatchery technology, the entire input for all these aquaculture is water, feed, health, and environmental management. Water, feed, health, and environment, these four criteria play the major role in maintaining these animals in a healthy condition, as well as the quality needed for the market demand, or as well as the consumer preference. Okay. For this, the decision making and the best practices, we need advanced technology. Okay, there we are talking about use of AI. So the use of AI in aquaculture management will be implemented in water quality, or it may be in food and food. Water quality in the sense means, for example, the shrimps will grow on a brackish water condition. So the salinity parameter have to be maintained in the optimum level. The temperature, oxygen, that and all have to be taken care in the water environment. Even the nutrients, for example, nitrate silicate phosphate content, as well as the ammonia, which should not lead the optimal level, that may lead to the unhealthiness of the animal. So that kind of parameter can be controlled with the artificial intelligence. And the second thing is the food and feeding. So whatever, it may be a shrimp, or it may be a fish, or it may be an oyster, or it may be any other crab or a lobster. So we have to feed the animal. By feeding the animal only, the animal will grow. So the feeding schedules and the quantity of the feed and the excess of the feed can be controlled or detected with the use of AI. And the fish behavior. If the water quality and the feed is maintain an optimal level as per the necessary of the stocking density of the fishes. The behavior of the fishes, the highlight the healthiness of the fishes. That can be also taken care by the artificial intelligence if it is used in any kind of an aquaculture ecosystem. And even the seed quality. Nowadays, each people, for example, in a shrimp aquaculture, people depend upon the shrimp seeds. They should need a healthy sheep. The sheep should be swim in actively, and they should be not with any kind of disease. That kind of parameter are not taken care by the artificial intelligence, as well as that's what I'm saying. Even the health, everything will be taken care by artificial intelligence if it is used in a proper way, and we should know the technology. And the environmental variables also can be controlled with the artificial intelligence. If there is an excess of a temperature, or there may be a rain, that may have an impact on the pond or the aquaculture ecosystem, that can be also controlled by the artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence play a crucial role in the modernization and sustainability of aquaculture. So these are all this slide show. These are all the main parameters which can be taken care by artificial intelligence in an aquaculture ecosystem. So this will tell the need of artificial intelligence in aquaculture. As artificial intelligence play a crucial role, the demand for seafood continues to rise due to increased global population and changing dietary preference. Traditional methods of fish and seafood production are facing challenges related to environmental impact, efficiency, and resource management. So here, the artificial intelligence are used as a modernization that will lead to the sustainability of aquaculture. When we are talking about the increased production efficiency, these advanced technologies such as automated feeding systems, water quality monitoring, and a data-driven management system can help optimize feeding schedules, reduce waste, and improve overall production efficiency. This lead to higher yields and better resources utilization. And when we are talking about environmental sustainability, aquaculture has the potential to elevate pressure on wild fish stocks, but it must be done sustainably. Advanced technologies can help minimize the environmental impact of aquaculture by improving waste management, reducing the use of antibiotics as well as the chemicals, and mitigating the water pollution. And when we are talking about the water quality management, maintaining an optimal water quality is essential for the health and growth of any aquatic species. That's what in the previous slide also I inform about the water quality as well as the healthiness of the aquaculture species. So here, sensor technologies and real-time monitoring systems can help detect and respond to changes in water parameters, preventing disease outbreaks, and ensuring a healthy environment for cultured species. And when we are talking about the disease management, the disease outbreaks can devastate aquaculture operations generally. Advanced technologies like genetic selections for disease resistance, early disease detection using artificial intelligence and machine learning, and advanced vaccine development can help prevent and manage disease risk. And when we are talking about the remote monitoring and control, aquaculture facilities can be located in remote or challenging environment. So even some aquaculture farms that cannot be easily accessible. So in that particular ecosystem, remote monitoring and control systems enable farmers to manage their operation from a distance, improving efficiency and reducing the need for constant on-site presence. And when we are talking about the precision feeding, advanced feeding technologies such as underwater cameras and computer vision systems can help monitor fish behavior and adjust feeding practices in real time. This precision feeding reduces waste and ensures that the fish receive the right amount of feed. So this will help in the inventory of any kind of aquaculture practice. And when we are talking about the genetic improvement, generally people will practice selective breeding to come with the right trait. So selective breeding and genetic engineering can be used to develop aquaculture species with a desirable trait, such as faster growth, better feed conversion ratios, and disease resistance. This can lead to higher productivity and reduce environmental impacts. So when we are talking about the innovative culture system, the best example is the recirculatory aquaculture system. Generally, people used to call it RAS, aquaponics, and integrated multi-trophic aquaculture, that is IMTA, or innovative approaches that use technologies nowadays to create more sustainable and efficient production systems. And when we are talking about data-driven decision making, the collection and analysis of data from various sources, including sensors, satellite, and historical records, can help farmers make informed decisions about the stocking densities, feeding schedules, and overall farm management. And when we are talking about the market demand and consumer preference, yeah, the consumers are becoming more conscious of the environment and ethical implications of their food choices. Nowadays, each consumer will have the tendency to note about the details available in the product. So, by adopting advanced technologies that prioritize sustainability and transparency, aquaculture operation can meet market demand and gain a competitive edge. In conclusion, the incorporative of this artificial intelligence or advanced technologies in aquaculture is essential to address challenges related to production efficiency, environmental sustainability, disease management, and market demand. These technologies have the potential to transform aquaculture into more sustainable and productive industry that can contribute to global food security while minimizing the impact on the environment. So here I'm giving a pictorial representation what is the how this artificial intelligence and advanced technologies can be used in aquaculture. For example, automated feeding system. These systems use sensors and algorithms to deliver precise amount of feed based on the real-time needs of fish. This reduces overfeeding, minimize waste, and optimize growth rates. So you can see the pictorial representation of the feeder, and that can be controlled with any kind of a timer, or even it can be controlled with the help of a remotely operable or an internet-based system can control this feeders, automatic feeder. And even this automatic feeder have the sense to know how this animal are having the thirst of eating the food. So that time they will release the food, and they can sense whether the feed will be excess, so that they can stop feeding the animal also. That is the main use of artificial intelligence and automated feeding system. And this is another example how water quality monitoring will be taken care by this artificial intelligence or advanced technologies. Sensor and monitoring systems can continuously measure parameters such as temperature, dissolved oxygen, pH, ammonia level, and more. This information helps farmers to maintain optimal water conditions for the cultured species. You can see in advanced systems, everything will be taken care without any external impact factor that cannot be a disturbance for these kind of a controlled environment. And these sensors will be deployed in the ecosystem that will be monitored by a data logger. Even as I said earlier, these data logger can be taken care and with the help of internet or IoT based system, and it will be taken by the cloud, and the farmer will get the message what kind of changes will happening in those aquaculture system. LoRa fish farm water quality monitoring is the best example, which is available in market. So even some kind of a smaller database which have these sensors, and that will be float in the entire aquatic or aquaculture system, that will help to detect all these water quality parameters. This is not only used in aquaculture, and also it is used in hydroponics or in any kind of smart agriculture or river monitoring system. These kind of small database will be used and helping in transferring the water quality data even from remote places. Another best example, the use of artificial intelligence or advanced technologies in recirculatory aquaculture system. So these pictorial representation tell how an how a recirculatory aquaculture system will be like that. And these RAS technology involves filtering and recirculating water within the closed system, reducing water usage and environmental impact. This advanced filtration, biofiltration, as well as water treatment technology can be controlled with any kind of advanced technologies, and that can be monitored remotely, or it can be with the help of artificial intelligence, it can be controlled directly by the machine learning techniques. So even in aquaponics, this kind of artificial intelligence and machine learning tools are used. These integrated systems, you can see even solar panel, and the entire thing will be controlled with the technology, and that technology can be directly controlled with the artificial intelligence or with any kind of computing knowledge. So these sensor, in this picture, you can see all the sensor will detect the water flow rates, tank level, water quality, and dissolved oxygen. And the controller, whatever used, will control the pump, heater, reservoir, and feeding rate. So both the sensor and controller can be controlled with the help of an artificial intelligence or any kind of advanced computing technologies. And that can be taken care by a microcomputer, and the entire system can be controlled in a proper way without any kind of collapse or with the maximum production. So the other example is a data analysis and artificial intelligence used in aquaculture. These technologies can help analyze vast amount of data collection from various sources, enabling data-driven decision making in areas like feeding strategy, disease management. As a whole, this picture shows how the entire process will be taken in aquaculture practice. Whatever may be the system, even it may be a pond-based system, or it may be a cage-based system, or it's a river water system. We can use the anomaly detection in water quality by our computing technology, real-time monitoring, and continuous assessment. Even the fish behavior can be monitored with artificial intelligence. Everything can be taken care of. Even after harvest, even the post-harvest technology also can be controlled, or it can be in a precision way by the use of artificial intelligence. This is another pictorial representation. So we'll say how the remote monitoring and control will be used. Through the use of sensor, cameras, and remote control system, aquaculture operation can be managed and monitored from a distance. This is particularly useful for offshore or a remote facility. Whenever they are going for a mariculture system in cages, these kind of system will be very much useful. So the artificial intelligence-based sensors or cameras, whichever deployed, that the data will be taken care with the cloud, and that can be monitored with through a computing system or through a smartphone app. We can control the entire system. So here, how this artificial intelligence will be helpful in disease detection and management. These pictorial representation says that even in the bioinformatics, how it can help in genetic algorithm-based things to detect any kind of disease-based transcriptomics data analysis, or any kind of genomic-based disease diagnosis can be done with the bioinformatics purposes. And even the population analysis, as well as The healthiness of fishes can be easily detected with the image processing technology combined with artificial intelligence. This picture shows the movement of the fishes will be detected with the image processing technology with the advanced AI-based technology. Advanced technologies like DNA-based diagnosis, rapid testing kits, and AI-powered image recognition help in early disease diagnosis, reducing the need for antibiotic and minimizing loss. So this pictorial representation will tell about the how just selective breeding will be done or made easy with the help of the advanced technologies. Genetic improved program aim to bred fish with the desired traits such as growth rate, disease resistance, and feed efficiency. Genetic technology like marker-assisted selection and gene editing can accelerate these processes. In these technologies, this selection process can be done with advanced computing technology. If there is a historical record is available, even here we can use the AI to select the desirable quality trait. For example, in this picture, we can see the guppy fishes. So the guppy fishes, based on the tail shape, we can tell which breed is the desired thing. So keeping that desired trait, we can go for a genetic selection and we can breed the animal and we can come with the expected trait from this selection. So this advanced technologies also can be used in vaccination and health management in aquaculture. Advanced vaccination formulation and delivery method can be prevent diseases. Automatically, additionally, probiotics, prebiotic can be used to enhance the gut health of the fish, improving disease resistance. So whenever we are making the trials of the vaccine, as I already said that when we are challenging the animal with any kind of disease one, and we are want to assess the vaccine there, the water quality, the feed tendency, the best behavior, everything have to be monitored in a precise way where we can use such kind of advanced technologies and we can tell whether the vaccine is how efficiently working on this selected species. So underwater robotics is another example how the advanced technologies are used to monitor the aquaculture system as well as the aquaculture species. Underwater robots and drones equipped with the sensors and cameras can monitor fish behavior, health, and environmental condition in real time. So these pictures shows even in a cage, they are deploying a robot that can tell what is the size of the fish and whether the fishes will be or in the desired length it have grown, or there can be any kind of disease that can be monitored with the image processing or a video documentation. Or if the here we can see the nets, if the nets is fouled, with the help of an robot, we can say whether the foul net can be cleaned. That kind of monitoring can be done with the help of a robot without any kind of additional labor work involved in that. And the healthiness of the fish population can be also monitored with the help of an underwater robotics. So this is another example of a smart farm management software. So nowadays, mobile app-based systems are very essential for every farmer. So software platforms integrated data from different aspects of aquaculture operation, providing insights into performance metrics, operational costs, and resources utilization that can be easily sensed or can be visualized with a mobile app system, where artificial intelligence and computing play the major role. So energy efficiency solutions. This is another example how the renewable energy sources will be used. For example, solar energy is nowadays used in all aquaculture system. Even here you can see how a paddle wheel aerator can be powered with a solar-based system, so that the renewable energy source will be used in aquaculture. That can be also controlled with the advanced technologies. Not only solar energy, even if it is an offshore aquaculture system, even wind energy or wave energy can be utilized to operate the other systems. So traceability and blockchain. So technologies like blockchain and can provide transparency and traceability throughout the supply chain, giving consumer confidence in the source and quality of the seafood. As I said, nowadays every consumer, they want to know what kind of fish they are eating and where it come from, whether it if it is raised organically or if it is caught in the wild condition, whether the wild area is pollution free. That kind of information that is very much essential for any consumer. With any kind of QR code, we can provide those things to the about the traceability of the product. That kind of any kind of marketing demand can be done with the help of the artificial intelligence and computing. So this is another example of waste utilization. Any aquaculture have or fish or any shrimp that have a waste material that have to be converted into a valuable product like biogas or a fertilizer or animal feed. That production can be taken care with artificial intelligence as well as with computing, as converting a waste to a wealth need a complete processing system. That processing system can be also can be assisted with the help of an artificial intelligence. So this is another example. I already mentioned. Anyway, I'm mentioning here again. The right feed, the feed conversion ratio. If we are providing 1 kg of feed, that have to be controlled, that have to be converted as 1 kg of a flesh. So that is the desire or the need for every farmer. So feeding the animal in a proper way, not excessive or not in a demand. We have to feed the animal in a proper way based on the need of the aquatic animal. Artificial intelligence can sense whether the animal is hungry or the animal is lethargic or the animal is starving or anything like that. Based on that, by using an intelligence feeding system, smart fish behavior monitoring and analysis system or IoT device, and with the help of a big data analysis, the entire thing can be used in monitoring the feed technology to provide the best feed conversion ratio. So here are some of the examples as a case study how this AI power system was used in aquaculture. This is a case study in Norwegian salmon farm on real-time water quality management. There, imagine that the temperature in one of the fish pen, that means the cages, start to rise unexpectedly due to the malfunctioning of the cooling system. If in the case of our country, temperature may rise due to the heat waves also. In that kind of condition, the artificial intelligence system detects this temperature increase and sends an alert to the fish manager's mobile device. The farm manager can quickly respond by remotely adjusting the cooling system or deploying additional measures to prevent stress or mortality among the fish. This timely intervention helps maintaining optimal condition. We can control the temperature for fish health and growth. This is another example and a case study from a tilapia farm in the Southeast Asia on the fish behavior and monitoring for disease detection. Here, the AI-powered underwater cameras and computer vision technology is helping to monitor the fish behavior pattern. So, if the AI system detects that a group of fish is exhibiting unusual swimming pattern, such as reduced activity or erratic movement, it could be indicative of a potential disease outbreak. The system sends an alert to the fish, the farm manager, who can then conduct a more thorough assessment of fish health. Early detections allows for prompt disease management measures such as isolating the affected fish, adjusting the water quality parameters, or administrating treatment before the disease spreads to the entire population. This is another case study in a shrimp farm in Thailand to optimize the feeding strategy, where they used integrated underwater cameras and image recognition technology. Actually, artificial intelligence systems analyze the video feed to determine how actively the shrimps are feeding and how quickly they consume the provided feed. If the system detects that the shrimps are consuming the feed quickly, it means they are hungry and they need more amount of food. Reversibly, if the shrimps are not active, it suggests that the feed quantity is too high, and then artificial intelligence will adjust the feeding schedule and amount based on these real-time observation, optimizing feed utilization and minimizing the feed waste. This is another case study where the trout farm in the United States, where the AI-powered precision feeding system is used. Here also, the feeding systems will be used to monitor the trout farming system. The system detects that the trouts are consuming the feed rapidly and leaving minimal waste. It suggests that the fish are hungry and could benefit from increasing feed amount. Vice versa, artificial intelligence will observe fish are not taking a longer to consume the feed or leaving significant leftover. This will be controlled with the help of the automated system. This precision feeding minimizes the waste, reduce the feed cost, and keep the environment in a healthier way. So this is another case study in the shrimp farm in Thailand, where water quality parameters will be monitored with the sensors, which is integrated with the monitoring system that will track the shrimp behavior and growth rate. Here, the artificial intelligence detects the shrimp growth rate are higher during specific water quality conditions. By the historical record, these artificial intelligence, they will try to understand which is the specific water quality needed for the fast growth rate of the shrimp. So artificial intelligence will maintain such optimal parameter in the aquatic ecosystem for the efficient growth and reduced feed waste. So this is another case study of a salmon farm in Norway. Here also, the artificial intelligence will help in monitoring the feed. So by controlling the automated feeder with the help of artificial intelligence, the feed conversion ratio is properly maintained. By aligning the feed practices with the fish natural behavior and metabolic need, the artificial intelligence will help to convert the feed to a flush. That is the best feed conversion ratio will uptime. This is another case study in oyster farm in Australia, where artificial intelligence is used to water quality monitoring. So the artificial intelligence continuously collect data from the sensor and analyze how different water quality parameters impact the oyster growth and health. By correlating the historical data or the past data with the oyster performance, AI can identify which is the best temperature, salinity, and dissolved oxygen will be help in the growth of the oyster. So by maintaining the optimal water quality condition, the oyster farm will be maintained in a proper way with the best growth to minimize the environmental stress. So this is another case study where the closed containment salmon farm that will prevent the pollution. So here, the AI-driven sensor monitor water levels, water quality, system performance. As is a closed containment system, the water level have to maintain properly. If there is any kind of a change or any kind of pollution or any kind of erratic water quality changes, artificial intelligence detects the waste concentration or any kind of erratic changes in the pollution level that can adjust and exchange the water and maintain the water level in the closed containment system. That will give the higher growth in the salmon farm. This will help in sustainable and environmental responsible aquaculture operations. This is another case study, tilapia farm in Africa, where they used genetical trait analysis and disease resistance through artificial intelligence. Here, artificial intelligence used the genetic data, which is collected from the thousands of individual tilapia. By analyzing these data algorithm, and they can find out which is the best trait, and that best trait will be incorporated in the genetically selected trait, and that will be grown in the farm. For that, this computing system will be helping. And this is another case study, Atlantic salmon farm in Norway, where the growth acceleration will be taken care by artificial intelligence. The farm collects genetic information from salmon population and combines it with growth data, so that with the real-time monitoring, they can predict that the best selected salmon with the rapid growth can be raised in a control system that will be taken care with the artificial intelligence and computing. This is another case study, catfish farm in the United States, where the artificial intelligence collects the water quality, pond size, and historical rate of growth, historical growth rate of a catfish to optimize the stocking density. So based on the volume of the water and based on our farming method, it may be a traditional method, or it may be a intensive method, or it may be a high intensive method. The stocking density of any aquatic organism have to be taken care of. So if in a higher stocking density, the need of the environmental parameter or need of any kind of, for example, there is a need of excessive oxygen demand, that kind of. So these kind of stocking density also can be calculated and helping the farmers to stock in a proper way. That will also help in maintaining the water quality as well as the environment. So this is another case study where shrimp farm in Southeast Asia, they used water exchange with the help of artificial intelligence. Here, water exchange, the daily water exchange can be taken care with the advanced computing system. So, if it may be a daily water exchange or any kind of emergency need to water exchange, that can be detected with the help of an artificial intelligence, and the proper water exchange will be taken care. This will reduce the excessive use of water. This is another case study of a shrimp farm in Southeast Asia to come with a desirable quality analysis. A shrimp farm in Southeast Asia aimed to develop shrimp strains with improved meat quality attributes such as taste, texture, and color. The farm gathers genetic data and sensory evaluations of shrimp meat quality. So the artificial intelligence system analyzes the genetic data and compare it with the sensory evaluation as well as meat quality. It identifies the genetic marker associated with the desirable meat characteristics. By understanding the genetic factor, the superior meat quality, the artificial intelligence system guides selective breeding programs. By this way, the farmer can select the parent shrimp with the desired genetic makeup for the best meat quality. This will enhance the overall production value and the consumer satisfaction. So this is another case study for the integrated aquaponics system. So here the farmer provide artificial intelligence algorithm with the data on available space, water quality parameter, fish species preference, and plant types to be grown. The artificial intelligence uses the data to simulate different aquaponic system configuration, adjusting the stocking density of the fish, plant arrangement, as well as the water quality parameter. Through simulation, they will come with the through simulation, they will come with the configuration that maximize nutrient recycling, minimize waste, and promote optimal growth for both fish and plants. This is another case study for closed-loop shrimp farm system. Here, the farmer is planning to establish a closed-loop recirculatory aquaculture system to minimize the water usage as well as the environmental impact. The artificial intelligence system uses these input to run simulation that test different combination of variables such as the water flow, filtration method, and biosecurity method. By analyzing the simulation, they give the best output that will set the parameter that maintain the water quality while promoting the fish growth. So this allows the farmer to design a closed loop RAS that optimize resource efficiency and reduce the environmental footprints. So this is another case study for offshore salmon farm, where the artificial intelligence system uses data to simulate different cage arrangements, checking into account factors such as water flow parameter, current, and potential risk. By analyzing the simulation and identifying the optimal arrangements, they give the best output for the offshore salmon farming system. Like this, even in the tuna industry in Indonesia, artificial intelligence can be used in illegal fishing, mislabeling, and lack of traceability. Throughout the supply chain, from the moment tuna is caught to when it reaches the consumer's plate, data is collected and recorded on a blockchain. This data includes details like catch location, fishing vessel, processing facility, transportation routes, and certification. Artificial intelligence help verify the accuracy and the authenticity of the data, ensuring that it corresponds to actual events. This increased transparency reduces the risk of fraud, promotes illegal fishing practices, and empower consumers to make informed their choices. So this is another case study in Norwegian salmon industry, where artificial intelligence algorithm verify the accuracy and consistency of this data, detecting any discrepancies that might indicate fraudulent claims. So consumer can scan QR code on the packaging to access the information about the origin of the fish, the farm practice, as well as the healthiness of the fishes. So as I earlier said, this will give the transparency and the quality of the food which is reaching the consumer. This is another example of shrimp industry in Thailand for the farm to plate verification. As I said, this will tell about the transparency of the standard used in the shrimp industry. So even the routine maintenance of a shrimp farm can be used with the artificial intelligence driven robotics. Artificial intelligence driven robots perform these tasks autonomously. The robots are programmed to move across the ponds, adjusting aeration rates based on oxygen levels and inspecting equipment for signs of wear or malfunction. Skilled workers can then focus on analyzing the maintenance data collected by the robot, identifying potential issues, and planning strategic maintenance schedules. This allows the farmer or the farm to reduce downtime, prevent equipment failure, and optimize production efficiency. Even the disease outbreak can be detected in this case study for salmon farm in Norway. So artificial intelligence detect the salmon behavior, and the tool sends an alert to the fish farmer, and he can provide increased vigilance and potential primitive treatments. So this will help to prevent disease outbreaks and minimize economic losses. Now we know the need of artificial intelligence and aquaculture. The basic information will help us to explore the use of artificial intelligence to increase the production and demand in aquaculture. Before ending this session, I just want to play a video Thiru or Prabhu,
Yes,
do we
yes.
have time to play a video, or I can?
Yeah, you can share, sir.
Yeah.